you have.
And that just leaves Kana to last pick that Jace you were talking about. And now you've got Wukong, you've got Jace, you've got a very nasty skirmish and team fight comp here, especially if you can get the Kalista rolling things. I don't know whether two people will survive this dive all that well against four. Movistar KazaLoLLCShighlights here with a lot of members. Here comes the dive. It'll be Alvaro going forward to the grand entrance, and immediately down into the bailout goes Targamas. Renata cannot save her biz, get anything rolling. This feels a little bit more like the Movistar KazaLoLLCShighlights we've come to know over the last few weeks here in the LEC. LEC will claim the grubs as well, so they'll trade in those objectives to boot. We have a look around as Yike looks to try and steal away some grubs. Not some grubs, some raptors, I apologize, but he's going to be spotted out doing this, and Jojo's coming on a roam, going to try and force out a flash or perhaps an ult. The cycle comes on down, shuffle back towards his team. LEC will hop forwards. Flash for a Dragon's Rage, and now Vladdy's in danger too. Trying to run away. The shield from Targamas might be enough for turnaround. Arcane here to stay. Wonderful Storm.
A little bit to go towards the grubs instead. And as we said before, you know, you have a lot of poke, your siege is pretty good with the Karma if you start grouping up later. Get themselves that first grub. Lisa, not the best securer of these, gets one, won't be able to rush down the other two before Karmine Corp stick their heads in and wonder if they have something to play around here.
Mirwin is here, so is Targamas and Yike though. It looks like Movistar KazaLoLLCShighlights say, look, that's the end of that one. Mirwin will try for the Q steal, won't quite find it with the Soul Flare, and will back away.
He's got a second one, and there's no smite just this time. Does he have the ult? Nah, he needs to collect a wave. Okay, 4-for-2 on the grubs, so Karmine Corp deny.
They're going to start stacking them in now, though. Keep going on forwards. Yike's there as well. I don't think Movistar KazaLoLLCShighlights will be able to contest that, so...
This one down a little bit lower. Yike is not going to be able to clear out the wave, and that will be first turn of the game over to Movistar KazaLoLLCShighlights, and they'll pick up one of the... Choosing not to fight. I think they'd rather fight in the Dragon in 1 minute. If they don't fight that, then I think there's an issue. Because I don't really think you want to give Movistar KazaLoLLCShighlights the ability to get to 2 items on the Xayah and the Azir. And the Karma as well is going to be really obnoxious later into the game, whilst also being a constant source.
They'll head over towards the turret. We'll claim this one all the while. Not that much is happening on the other side of the map, so it will just be a free turret to Movistar KazaLoLLCShighlights.
I expect it.
Starting up the Dragon. Karmine Corp still trying to find a way on in here. They just don't have the control, though. It'll be very tricky to force it. Targamas flash for a handshake. Jojo dies! Flash after the Emperor's survival, not keep him alive. And now LEC and the rest of MKOI forced to run away. Mirwin on the side looking for the Soul Flare. Gets it onto Vladdy, but it doesn't lead to that much damage. There's enough shields around with the Siphon Power. Onto the Dragon we go, and the Ren stack's just not on in. Fate's Call used. Hostile takeover, and Alvaro running away with the quickness, but he's just not quick enough. Just about survives now. Yoyo into the backline, tries to get onto Vlad, who's fallen down into a bailout, gets more back to life as he flashes on in with a Hex Tech Ray renamed after his rework, and Mirwin has some spears pulled out of him. It's an awful acupuncture session, and Karmine Corp come alive in this game.
Karmine Corp clutch it out. Targamas taking away Jojo at the start of the fight. Absolutely crucial. Atakan spawned. Mid lane turret is going to fall. I think with that HP it was likely to anyway, especially with the good siege and range of Movistar KazaLoLLCShighlights.
Been the doom of a few teams. Even just earlier today, we saw a bit of a fumble. Ghostblade just popped by Kana, looking to get onto Mirwin. The Karma, not the easiest to lock down, will be thrown back with a thundering blow on the Jace. Gets handshook as well, and Mirwin, that's just too far.
Thinks he's safe pushing out the lane, and he's not. The Ghostblade movement speed from Kana making the difference, allows him to punt him back. They take a turret, they take the Atakan, and once again, Karmine Corp more clean in the run-up to these objectives in the last couple we've seen. Now they have themselves a great situation. Again, last game, they had the Atakan into the Soul. This game, even with
the Xayah can keep ordering, it's hard work still.
Yeah, of course, the last time we saw them, just kind of pops that Ghostblade. Always a little bit scary when you hear that screech. What's he looking to do? Not that much right now.
On to Alvaro, who's got enough for sure. Looks for the quickness into the backline, but Fate's Call denies the pick onto Targamas. Juice chunk onto Yike nonetheless. And Berserk, courtesy of a hostile takeover. This business plan is pretty damn nasty from Karmine Corp. They pull away, they get the kill on too soon.
Targamas to finish it off. They will get themselves once again a very early Dragon Soul. The objective control from Karmine Corp has been fancy summoner spells. Vladdy and Kana both going to be able to get back out onto the map if that poke war is lost a little bit. Of course, the same can be said of Movistar KazaLoLLCShighlights. Trying to starve up a Vision. That's a really good arcane storm.
Goes into the back line, doesn't really get all that much done with the quickness. It's just a quick trip to the grave. He's down. Super goes up into the end with a Feather Storm. Just doesn't matter that much. Has to flash away. Does stay alive at least this time. Yike also up and about. Did not fall down despite the HP bar trades. You have our lost your support. Baron's up,
Oh.
and Karmine Corp head on over. I think they might start this one up. Are they just going to pick up the wards?
Yike is very low HP. He can tank up a little bit with the clone. Do Movistar KazaLoLLCShighlights know this is happening, and can they do anything about it? They're teleporting in.
Mirwin's going to get a Defiance to the heal, but no counter flashes out on the end of that tether. So Mirwin shields themselves and backs away. Targum is still low. They know it's happening now, courtesy of Foresight alteration. Vladdy on a flank will be spotted out. Over the back end of this, can look for his steal, but it's still into a Callista. Ren goes and steals it! He steals the Baron! Again! Karmine Corp fail a Ren Smite combo. It happened the other day. They pick up a kill afterwards. Movistar KazaLoLLCShighlights!
2 days where they make a similar mistake with the Callista.
And again, I echo what Hysterics and Dagda said there, and it's actually, maybe we have to hold that. Mirwin's been engaged on the cyclone, comes down, it's still a very tanky Karma. In goes Alvaro though with the quickness, and Yike's in danger, goes berserk, courtesy of the hot tub, taking him stays alive for a second or two. Yike, burning, but alive. Super, into the air, got the feather pull onto Callista, who still survives. The Arcane Storm claims that one. They go 3 down. They got the Baron, but Karmine Corp lose no members in that fight.
Oh yeah, Karmine Corp slap back, lose a Baron, take the kills. Who cares after that point? I don't think now that Movistar KazaLoLLCShighlights are going to be able to use this objective. How did that setup happen in the first place? Left alone in that mid lane, unsupported by some other members away from the lane, and gosh, that chase is starting to really hurt. Karmine Corp spare their blushes of losing that objective. They have a Renata and they have the gold lead bluntly as well. It's much easier for them to play out these fights. Movistar KazaLoLLCShighlights, if they want this to go to 3 games, are going to have to outplay a difficult scenario. Yike!
Oh, they've got it onto Jojo! He can't hit the arm guard. He's taken out Super trying to hit him. Massive 3-man knockup. The Berserk, the hostile takeover, lives up to its namesake. An Arcane Storm. It's a Category 5 disaster. Karmine Corp wipe Movistar KazaLoLLCShighlights off the rift. They're going to 2-0 the series.
Inclement weather comes in from the mid laner of Karmine Corp, and Movistar KazaLoLLCShighlights cannot outplay the late game.
That Baron still gave you a moment of hope. They had control over the river. It felt like their time, and an engage come through, and Movistar KazaLoLLCShighlights blink and you miss them. Their health bars are all gone. The game is gone. It's just a weekend of 2-0s, and Karmine Corp reap the rewards. They are going on to the upper bracket.
Besides a Baron steal, it really felt like it was all blue here today in El Clasico, as apparently they call it. What a clean series around objectives from Karmine Corp. Really good reserve play, showing that it's not just about getting the early game bot lane lead,